Hi everyone, welcome to the new video. So today we'll discuss about important topic in Jenkins, that is plugin management. Why this is important? Because many failures in build stage happen due to plugins. The managing part of plugins as an administrator, that which plugin we will use, which plugin has security vulnerabilities and they should not be used, what plugin should be updated, and which plugin to be used to do the deployment, because Jenkins itself can perform basic functionalities, but if we have to integrate with external tools like GitHub, Docker, SonarQube, or Kubernetes, we need to install plugin. So this is the important topic in Jenkins about plugin management. If you have worked on Jenkins as an administrator. So without further ado, let's deep dive into this video. So whenever in Jenkins we have to do anything related to plugin or the management or working as an administrator part, we need to go into the manage Jenkins. To install Jenkins and everything on Windows, I have made a separate video on it. So, and also I have made a video of part 1 related to Jenkins troubleshooting. This is part 2 which we can consider, because mainly in build stage we can see that the issue happens due to plugins. So how to resolve that issue and all, how to check, we'll understand today. So if we go to manage Jenkins, we can see that there, from starting only, you can see that what the version of Jenkins is present. Mine is older version, that's why I'm getting the upgrade option. Then I can see the plugin manager. So plugin manager will show that what is the latest plugin available, what plugins are, they have vulnerabilities and why they should not be used. If you see in any plugin, LTS means it's a long-term support release. So multiple security in Jenkins too. So it will give me an idea that which plugin is blocked and why, what is a fix. So you can see here basically that GitHub plugin, why there is no fix available. So it is now that you review the security advisory and apply mitigations if possible. So everything which is possible we can see in plugin manager. I have not gone, but these are the security warnings. So first of all, we get this in manage Jenkins, that whatever security warnings are there, we'll see on the first page. Okay, then the other thing is that we can see there is a plugin page already, and this is a plugin manager, you can say, which was there. So this is a plugin manager. We see four tabs over there: updates, available plugin, installed plugin, and advanced settings. So whatever updates of the plugins are available, if we have installed, or if we have not installed that plugin also, the updates are present. Okay, if harm, like what all plugins are available, we can see in this blog. Whatever plugins are installed in our Jenkins, we can see in this blog. So you can see the enabled section over here. It means this plugin is installed in our Jenkins and we are using this version. Okay, advanced setting, if you want to use your own plugin or deploy your own plugin, you can use this. But mainly see for so mainly when we install any plugin, or when we have a plugins installed, we can see updates of those plugins. So, or what all updates are there, what all warnings are there. So if you can see that for this plugin, bootstrap, this plugin is built for Jenkins or newer Jenkins and will refuse to load this plugin if installed. So because our Jenkins is not updated, that's why. So basically we need to if we have to ever update any plugin, we need to do the update one by one, because there are plugins dependency. Maybe plugin A is dependent on plugin B. So if you are upgrading plugin A, then plugin B might break and your pipelines might start failing. So you need to make sure that what all dependencies are related to any plugin if you're updating it. So it is always advised have a backup, and if you're updating, then test it on lower environment first. So and this is also one of the issue why our build fails, because when we are upgrading one version of any plugin, the other which is related to or which is dependent on that plugin, maybe it's not compatible with that newer version and it will break the pipeline. So this is also one of the reason. Okay, we should always be updated of the security warnings and plugins. If there are any updates and if we have to update any plugins, then how, what is the process that we should follow? That is like update your plugin, but first check the dependencies and then test it on lower environment first. So, how Jenkins is handling the old plugins or outdated plugins or plugins with the vulnerability. So, that is, we get the system warnings already if we see in Manage Jenkins, and accordingly, we have to discuss and be updated of those warnings, that if we have a fix for it or what should we do. And always try to use plugins which have LTS attached to it, because it means long term support release, so it will be used for long term. But if something which is not LTS related, it means that it will not be supported on long term. So that is one thing we need to check. Another thing is, if we have any build related issue due to plugins, so what should be our debugging step? First of all, we need to check for which build. First of all, we'll check the output in console, that what logs are there and why it is failing. That is one first troubleshoot. And if it says that it is because of any plugin which is failing, then we can check another, which is system logs of Jenkins. If after checking the pipeline logs, we can check the system log. For that, we need to go to manage plugins, and then we can see system logs over here. You can see over here system logs output related to Jenkins. So we can go to system log, all Jenkins log, and accordingly we can filter the logs and get the output. Then for whatever plugins it is failing, we need to go to the plugin manager, or and we need to see that whatever plugin, for whatever plugin it is failing, what is the installed version, and what if there is any update which is present or something which is breaking, and everything like if suppose there is some dependency due to which it is failing, we need to check all these things by clicking on the plugin. And so these should be our steps to debug the issue of the plugin related. If suppose it has been blocked and it is not ready for use, we need to go to plugin manager. Or if any dependency has been blocked of that plugin, and we need to check that which is breaking the pipeline. So these should be our debugging step. So basically everything is inside the manage Jenkins, and how to check the system log, how to manage plugins, how to upgrade it, how to check for outdated or the old plugins. So basically if we have a script where we can use Jenkins CLI commands to get the list of outdated plugins, so that we have a list maintained, we can have these things integrated. But yes, the higher level things I have tried to explain in this video. So yeah, that's all. That's all for today's video. I hope it's helpful. Please let me know views in the comment section. Till then, take care. Bye.